in the future, so we are planning to onboard a daily use project. For example, payment function, payment application, like a reservation application. We can book restaurant, we can book hotel on TON. So maybe we can reserve the airplane ticket as well. Or if we can onboard them, so Telegram will be super up. So
Hello everyone and welcome to the 44th episode of Colors of Web3 and Entrepreneurship. My name is Lum, your Web3 host. For those of you who are new to the show, Colors of Web3 and Entrepreneurship is the show highlighting the journeys of builders and innovators in Web3 and entrepreneurship. Some topics, especially in Web3, may get technical, but we do our best to keep it accessible for most people. And here today, I'm joined by Aru Sasaki. He's the founder of TON Japan. TON Japan is a community that is from the TON network. I believe it's Telegram Open Network, right? And then, Aru, can you give a quick introduction by yourself?
yeah, thank you for introduction. So I'm Aru, the founder of TON Japan, and actually I'm an official ambassador of TON. So yeah, I started TON Japan around the end of June in this year. So and I'm holding some event for expanding TON community in Japan, and I'm discussing with the global TON team, so how to expand TON community, TON ecosystem. As TON Japan, I'm supporting a lot of projects to onboard on TON and a global project on Japanese industry. Let me introduce by myself. I had an experience to work at Crypto BC based in New York, so it was kind of family office. It's kind of a small company, but I was doing due diligence research for the project. And that was my first experience to enter Web3 industry. So after that, I come back to Japan and I started my own company. And I started to develop communication protocol, something like this. The reasons why I entered TON ecosystem. Nice to meet you. And I need to let you know about TON is the not Telegram Open Network. So currently, TON is the Open Network. So
Really?
Previously, Telegram Open Network.
I see. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. I guess I'm not fully up to date with TON network yet.
Yeah.
No, it's good.
Thanks
good
so
to
much.
learn about that. Awesome. Yeah, thanks for the introduction. So yeah, I think it'd be good to actually maybe deep dive a bit more into your professional background, or like even maybe you can choose whatever timeline you think appropriate. Maybe from the time you in university and how did you move to US, and then afterward, why did you move back to Japan and things like that. So feel free to maybe share a bit more about that.
Yeah. Actually, when I was university student, so I went to New York to study speaking English. Yeah, actually, I couldn't speak English a lot. So hello, I am Aru Sasaki, something like this. But I thought I need to practice speaking English. So the reason I went to New York. So I mean, the first reason was learning English. So the reason I went to New York. So, but I met some kind of good person who related Web3 industry. So the reason I could find internship and work at the Crypto BC during I'm staying in New York. I started to work in the Crypto BC. It was just for 1 year.
Okay.
After that, I come back to Japan. So because my visa was just a student visa, so I cannot stay more longer. But if I can, so I want to go New York again. So yeah, it was really fun. So and after I come back to Japan, I was graduated my university, and I started my own company. So actually, I was planning to join some other traditional company. So, but when I work at the Crypto BC in New York, so I was really excited in the Web3 industry. So this is why I entered this industry. Yeah. So this is my short background. And after I come back to Japan, so actually I was working at a Japanese Web3 company as well. So as a PR department, and I'm supporting the set a new branch for that company as well. I met a good person who working as a COO of my company right now. So he also related to TON Japan as well. The reasons why I started my company is I met that person as well.
I see. Cool. So what I think you said you after working for the VC or the family office in New York, right? You said you came back and then you began your own company. What type of company was it? Was it a Web3 company or was it a
Actually,
Web2?
so Web3 companies in our company. My company name is Hyphen. Hyphen. So Hyphen is based in Singapore. So I mean, in the future, I'm gonna move to Singapore. So yeah, as a Hyphen, so I'm developing DMTP. DMTP is Web3 communication protocol. So and we're planning to provide like a CRM function for Web3 project. And currently, we are developing on TON. I mean that we're going to provide a CRM function for project on TON. Yeah,
I
I
see.
mean I'm organizing TON Japan and this DMTP as well. So very in near future, so TON Japan and DMTP will be probably combined.
I see. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
So basically, you're doing two jobs at the same time at the moment, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
CRM function. Wait, how did you come up with the idea to build, like the CRM function or customer relationship management?
Yeah. Actually, the reasons why I entered this Web3 industry. So previously, so I mean that before entering this industry, I was studying social business, like Grameen Bank, Muhammad Yunus, something like that related industry. It's really similar of the motivation and what the purpose for the business. I heard about his mind from Muhammad Yunus. It's very similar with the like Ethereum Foundation and the CEO of Telegram and like another Web3 entrepreneur as well. So it's really similar with the social business industry as well. So, but in the social business industry, so it's hard to expand more quickly. So, but if we can expand our Web3 all over the world, so we can expand a social business more early, more speedy. So the reasons I entered this industry. So, and from this mind, so I started to expand Web3. I mean, the onboard users, but it's kind of hard. For example, I invited my mother in the Web3 industry. It's kind of hard. So please use MetaMask, and you need to save this secret phrase. Maybe I can onboard my mother. So because just one person. So, but it's hard to onboard a lot of users. But if I created like a CLM function and the onboarding tool, so maybe it's gonna be more easier. Under TON is onboarding a lot of users, so that is why I'm focusing on TON right now.
I see. Cool. Makes sense. Yeah. So I mean, to put it simple, I guess your the app or the company you're building is like a tool to help onboard new user to Web3. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, that's interesting. And then how did you, I guess, find out about TON in the first place? Were you using Telegram or like what was it?
Yeah, so normally I'm using Telegram for communicate with the like a global project founders, something like the. But actually, when I talk with Japanese friend or my family, I'm using other application called Line.
Yeah, Line.
So yeah, actually, one more thing. So in Line, there is an official account function. So, but there is no official account function on Telegram. The reason why I'm creating the CRM function. I forget when I met about Tom. So, but kind of a long time ago.
I see.
Oh, yeah, I forget when, but definitely Telegram has a lot of big user base already, and I thought Tom can onboard a lot of user into Web3 industry, so and maybe we can easy to invite Telegram, easy to invite a lot of user into Web3 industry from the Telegram user.
I see. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Yeah, right now, I mean, I think the last number I checked, TON or Telegram probably has like what 950 million user, right? I'm talking about Telegram. So I guess that it's quite natural. I feel like a lot of users probably gonna onboard through that way on Web3, right? Through Telegram.
Yeah.
I think it's gotta make sense. Yeah. Cool. So before we actually more deep dive into your company, I just want to ask you one quick fun question. Can you share with us what do you do for fun outside of Web3? Your hobbies?
Hobbies? You mean you said outside of Web3, right?
Yeah, like your hobbies. I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe actually I like to play Japanese mahjong. So you know
Japanese
mahjong?
mahjong.
Mahjong, and
I don't think I know
like
that.
a shogi.
Oh, shogi. Okay,
Shogi.
I know shogi. Yeah.
Yeah. And also actually I was a swimmer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
How many years?
So I forget. I think almost 20 years, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you must be really good at swimming.
Yeah. I was joining a competition as well.
Really? Were you? Didn't?
But I was a junior high school student, so I hope so. But I couldn't join the Olympics.
I see. Well, was it too competitive?
But actually, I was joining Junior Olympic in Japan.
Really? So you did join Junior Olympics? Wow.
Yeah. But I couldn't get a medal in the Junior Olympic.
That's okay. But I think at least you can tell people, hey, I joined the Junior Olympics, right? You competed in there, which is
I competed.
It's very difficult, right? It's not like everyone can join.
Yeah.
Selective now.
Maybe.
What was the swimming event that you did back then?
So you mean the
in the Junior Olympic competition, was it like, I don't know, long distance, short distance, or what type of swimming was it?
I was joining with the 400 meter freestyle.
Freestyle, okay.
Yeah. I think kind of middle distance, I think.
I see. Yeah. I think 400 meter in swimming is actually much longer than 400 meter in running.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the time, right? Because I think you can run 400 meters in maybe like a minute, right? But I don't know how long it take to swim 400 meters. Maybe 4 minutes? Maybe?
It's around 4 minutes. Yeah.
4 minutes. Okay, so like four times basically.
Yeah,
exactly. Because you cannot swim as fast as you run. So that's just my imagination.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Okay, so you play like mahjong, shogi. You did swimming. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I like to listen the music.
Okay, what type of music do you listen to?
Normally, I'm listening to like K-pop.
K-pop. Okay.
K-pop, yeah.
Nice.
Korean pop.
Any of your favorite singers?
Actually, Twice. Do you know Twice?
Yeah, I know Twice. Okay. I thought that Twice is really popular among like teenage girls. Or I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm almost 6 years fan of Twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yeah.
I think in the future, maybe, I don't know, I think like Web3 idol management, or maybe Web3, like, I don't know, fan engagement. That's be one of the area where Web3 can really disrupt, or maybe create some new value.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to that part as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and maybe deep dive into your current company, because you're the founder of TON Japan. But maybe before that, if you can share a bit of the history of why you founded it, and then maybe deep dive, share any presentation or document you have about TON ecosystem, TON Japan as well. So
okay. So I'm gonna share screen about TON Japan. Cool. Yeah, can you see this screen?
Yes.
So TON Japan. Yeah, actually it's in Japanese. So but I founded TON Japan a few months ago. So the reason that I started TON Japan, so there was no community of TON, and it's not popular in Japan. But through the discussion with TON Foundation team and the TON Global team, they are also finding a way to expand community in Japan. So the reason that I think I was selected as an ambassador, and I started TON Japan. So as TON Japan, we are supporting a lot of Japanese companies who want to build on TON. So because it's kind of hard to develop on TON for new Web3 company. The TON is kind of different with this other blockchain EVM project. So we are using TVM.
Yeah.
and about the language, tact and fancy. Or maybe it's not popular in Japan. We are supporting that development part as well, and also we are supporting marketing part, and we are educating a lot of Japanese. And actually, not supporting just Japanese companies. We are supporting global project as well. So who want to enter Japanese industry? Actually, I think it's kind of difference with the Japanese culture compared with other countries. I had from other projects, so it's hard to enter Japanese industry because it's a kind of different culture. So the reason that we are supporting global project as well. So yeah, through this supporting process, we are creating a lot of like a big ton ecosystem. Like, and I want to share another screen. So
Cool. Oh, wait. Actually, I have maybe one or two questions here. Just curious.
oh, sure.
So yeah, you said that Ton or Telegram is not very popular for like communities here, right? So in Japan, like what do communities use, and how do they interact with each other?
Yeah, normally we are using Line. Line
Okay,
is the messaging application.
I see.
Some young people are using Instagram for communicating.
Really?
They're using direct message of Instagram. And normally these two applications we're using in Japan. Actually, about a Web3 industry. So almost all people are using Telegram and Discord, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, recently, almost all people are using Telegram.
Yeah.
But actually, I think the number of users of Line is decreasing. So in Japan, so the reason why it's good time to expand Telegram and TON in Japan right now.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, I think so. You said people using Line and Instagram, right? So I know that in Line, I guess you can create like a group, but like, do people actually do
Yeah.
people organize a community online
Yeah.
exclusively? Really?
Some community is built online, so but it's kind of small.
Yeah.
I think if it's a big community, it's around like 500 people or something like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 500 is pretty big, but I mean, compared to many other, Telegram community,
Yeah.
I think it's still quite small, right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's quite small. Yeah.
Okay, I see. And then the other question I had, you said you become the ambassador. Like, did you apply for the ambassadorship for TON?
Actually, I didn't apply, so the TON Society team letting me. So, do you wanna be ambassador? Or I think it's good to be ambassador for you. Yeah, that isn't why I was selected as ambassador.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna share another screen. Yeah, this one. Yeah, actually, so before introduce about tones, I think I need to share about Telegram as a first step. So yeah, so maybe you can see the number of users of these applications. So for example, X has 650 million. Snapchat has 650 million. I think it's it's kind of missing. So maybe X has 650 and Snapchat has, I think, around 800 million.
Really?
And
Wow.
I'm not sure, but it's kind of the difference because it's the same X and Snapchat 650 million. So
yeah.
but
Oh,
the
I see.
graph, the long is the difference. So
I know what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm actually quite surprised. I did not know that Snapchat has that many users, because I know that Snapchat users are usually like young teenager, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. and the Telegram has over 950 million. So yeah, it's quite huge. And maybe you can see the 37% Asia, 27% Euro. Yeah. So it's kind of the decentralized. And about a TON blockchain, maybe it's probably like 2 months ago. So I need to fix the market value right now. So it's kind of small right now compared with this time. And the number of active wallets is increasing right now, so it's kind of huge compared with the other blockchain right now.
Nice.
So, for example, just one example, I think MetaMask has over 300 million, I forget, 30 million users from the announcement of MetaMask. Ad wallet is the in-app wallet of Telegram. So has over 40 million users. So maybe you can understand how biggest community TON have.
Huge.
And let me introduce about TON Japan. So maybe I already mentioned, so we are supporting global project and Japanese project. And we're gonna expand TON community in Japan, and we're gonna support global project to the Japanese industry. So actually, a lot of Japanese, we're supporting a lot of Japanese company and a lot of global project. I mean, definitely in near future, a lot of project on TON come from Japan. So and the number of user of Telegram and TON will be increasing. I mean, the Japanese user. Yep.
I see. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure that too. I'm actually quite surprised to learn that, apparently Telegram wallet has what, like you said, like 40 million, right?
40 million. Yeah.
Yeah, which is even more than the most popular wallet in the world right now. MetaMask, I believe it's like the most popular.
I think so.
Wallet. Yeah. Surprising.
Actually, so BitGet wallet. So
yeah.
It's really collaboration with TON. So BitGet wallet also increasing the number of users, and I think BitGet wallet the number of users also higher than MetaMask. I think currently.
Really? Okay.
Because they hold a collaboration campaign with TON.
I see. Cool. So does that mean that BitGet wallet can also log into like the TON network or something?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So a lot of project on TON is creating the function to connect wallet with BitGet wallet.
Interesting.
And recently, OKX wallet also creating the function for TON as well.
Nice. Yeah, I think I've tried out both wallet in the past just to like experiment now. I feel like they are really doing a lot of experimentation in terms of like adding the number of supported networks, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they not only doing EVM but also like non-EVM and Bitcoin and whatever else. Solana, right? Also, and then even TON too. Yeah, which is really cool because I think like you have like one wallet that can go over the different ecosystem, and also I think they want to link it to the central exchange, right? Because obviously OKX is I forgot how big they are, but I'm sure they're probably like top 10 in the world maybe. And then BitGet is probably smaller, but it's still quite big exchange.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. Yeah. So actually, regarding your, I mean, since you founded this community like 3 months ago, do you have any interesting like statistic to share with us regarding this TON Japan community? Any interesting numbers like that you can share?
Actually, I joined a lot of the global events as well. So not just Japanese events. So for example, I think last week I was joining Korea Blockchain Week.
Okay.
I was wearing the T-shirts of TON Japan.
Oh, nice.
And a lot of people coming to me and are you in charge of TON Japan? So, and they are very interested in Japanese industry. So, and I decided to onboard them to Japan. So, kind of this situation. So, a lot of global project. So, kind of like a big project, want to join Japanese industry. And I'm planning to support to collaborate with Japanese project and global project. So I mean the global project and these their user will be join Japanese industry as well, and the Japanese project can communicate with global project, and their project number of users also increasing. So yeah, it's kind of good movement. So I'm not sure about other countries, but about the Japanese industry. So a lot of people are interested in Japanese industry.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good for us, for Japan.
I see. So when like big companies in Japan, maybe the companies that are maybe in both Web 2, I guess, but now trying to break into Web 3, what are the main thing that they find attractive about TON? Like why do they want to? Yeah.
Yeah. So they also find a way to onboard their own user. So about a Web2 company, they already have a lot of user.
I
So,
see.
but they also have an issue. It's hard to onboard their user into Web3 because they don't know about a Web3 wallet. They don't know about a secret phrase. So they don't know how to buy NFT. Yeah, something like this. So, but if they can use Telegram, TON, so so it's easy to onboard their user into Web3. So this is why they are planning to use TON for the first step to onboard their own user. After that, so probably they have a lot of fun. So maybe they're gonna use another chain to build a more big game or something like this. But as a first entrance, like a gateway, they want to use TON and Telegram.
I see. Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? I mean, you kind of want to go where the users are already present, and if a lot of users are already present in TON, and I feel that a lot of the UX of the onboarding friction is really reduced when you use TON compared to maybe, I don't know, MetaMask, right? Yeah, MetaMask, I think you have to go through so many different steps and how to use it, right? Versus TON, like you can probably use it quite soon. And I feel like with the integration of OKX and BitGet, right? You said, and then user can just maybe deposit directly from either exchange, right onto their wallet, so make it even more convenient as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is what I think is a really good point. Interesting. So then, right now, can you share it? I'm actually quite curious too. I mean, I'm also quite new to like the whole TON ecosystem as well. What are some of the big apps or interesting apps or dApps that people usually find when they go on to TON for the first time?
I see. So you mean the example
Yeah.
of Telegram mini application?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that part, actually, I have a good document. Maybe a lot of people know about this project.
Hamster Kombat. Yeah, I've known this. Yeah, it's a popular game.
This is a project with Top 2. So they were launched around March 26th, and they already reached over I
200
think
million. This is 200 million.
Yeah, they already 250 million.
250. Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's a
then the
lot.
active user is
50 million.
50 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is the graph of the increasing the number of users. And the reason that they are acquiring a lot of users, it's kind of similar with Notcoin. So, and Notcoin was doing airdrop as well. So the FDB was reaching the 46 billion, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It was quite huge, and a lot of the user could earn like a good revenue. So the reason why this kind of top to earn project acquiring a lot of users. And the another project is the Catizen. Catizen also a good example, like a merge puzzle game. If you merge the cat, your cat will be more good cat, so they will level up. And they already have the 30 million user, over 30 million user, and the daily active user is around 2 million. So, and so the reasons I want to introduce about Catizen, so they could receive the big revenue, so big sales.
Interesting.
So this is the first month, second month, third month, they sales they received the 1 million sales, 45 million sales, 5.5 million sales. So if we compare with the other like a Web2 game, so it's really huge sales as a like a first 3 months sales.
Yeah, I think it's really good too.
Yeah, if you see this kind of graph, so you can understand how the biggest community TON project has, and also why you should join TON ecosystem and why you should build on TON.
Interesting. Yeah. So for the Catizen here, what was like the revenues company? Is it like the in-app upgrade or something? If you want to,
yeah. So users can earn the in-app item called fish coin. So if we use fish coin, we can level up cat.
I see. So how do they pay for the fish coin?
So in this graph, the first 3 months, so we could buy a fish coin with TON payment, but currently we need to pay with Telegram Star.
Telegram Stars, okay.
Yeah, Telegram
Stars. So you use like the TON token to buy Telegram Stars, and then you buy the fish coin with Telegram Star. Is that correct?
Yeah, is that correct? And there is one more way to buy Telegram Star, so we can buy with like a Apple Pay or a Google Pay.
I see. So with fiat, yeah.
Yeah, with fiat. Cool. This is the tool example of the good project on top.
I see. Cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing. So okay, so the tool you share like the gaming, but is there something else besides gaming at the moment? Yeah, I'm curious.
Actually, I was supporting as TON Japan. We supported one project called Cat Chef. Actually, there is no document about Cat Chef, but maybe I can share the link after that.
Sure. Yeah,
it's also a cat game, but it's kind of niche game. Not just tap, not just merge. So there is a story. So there is like a weekly event. So there is a gacha function. I think it's
what is
really
a
fun.
Gacha function? Can you explain that for those who may not live in Japan? I think that's a Japanese thing, so
really
might be good to explain.
If you went to the gacha page, so you can spin the how can I say? How can
merchandise? The merchandise, the toy, right?
Yeah.
It's in a big box.
Maybe they can join the raffle of the to get in-game item. So if they spin the gacha, they can earn like a specific character, specific item. So like a special item. So if they get that kind of item, so their game level will be up, something like this function.
Interesting.
Anyway, if you try to play Cat Chef, so you can understand all of the function because there is a good tutorial as well.
I see. Cool. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. quite a lot of new games. So I'm quite curious. So from from both a user and also from a company perspective, right? So what are some, because since now you're like the ambassador, so I'm pretty sure that you probably heard a lot of voices, right, from the user, but from the company. Like what are some of the concerns that user share about like TON in general or Telegram?
Yes, I think some users have a concern about airdrop. So some user is focusing on airdrop farming. So they are using a lot of time for some project to get airdrop. So, but they have concern if I cannot big airdrop. So what was my time? Yeah, something like these concern. Sometimes I'm receiving. Yeah, but about project part. So I think they one concern has about CEO of Telegram. So recently he was arrested. So
Yeah.
but actually Telegram and Ton community is completely separating. So there is no like a direct issue for Ton ecosystem. But definitely some company and project have concern about that part.
I see. Yeah, I think that was quite a big news in the Web3 community as well, right? When
Yeah.
the Telegram CEO, he got arrested in France, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think
in
afterward,
France.
I think afterward he got released, right? I mean, he had to pay
Yeah.
a bill or something. Yeah, I heard it's very expensive bill.
Yeah. I forget how much, but kind of expensive. And after he released, the price of Tom will be pumped again. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I think that's quite common. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of things in Web3 right now is tied to like human emotion, right? And of course,
Yeah.
human emotion usually sometimes driven by the news, whatever news, important like news. I mean, I'm sure this is one of the important news, right? So yeah, quite affected quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So for the TON Japan, then can you share with us like how many people are actually like organizing or supporting the community at the moment?
Yeah, actually, about a core member of Ton Japan is just me and one more person who are working at my company as COO. So
Okay.
COO. So and these two people are core member, and there are some members who are supporting us as like a part time and just for organizing the event, something like this team by now.
I see.
Maybe in
Cool.
your future, we are planning to hire other people as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So if you plan high, okay, then I guess correct me if I'm wrong, but so for TON Japan, like, do you get the grants from the TON Foundation or something to help support the activity?
When I hold the event, so we can receive the budget. So from actually,
Oh, TON Society. Okay. Wait, is there a TON Foundation and then TON Society, or is this?
previously, Ton Society was including Ton Foundation. So, but currently it was separated. So there is a Ton Foundation on the top, and there is a Ton Society, a management community, management organization.
I see.
There is a Ton Studio for expanding developer community.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Under the Ton Society is a lot of each regional community.
Interesting. Okay. So which country would you say have like the biggest community at the moment for TON community?
I'm not sure. Maybe Nigerian community.
Really?
I think,
Interesting.
but I think Korean community also big. UAE community also big. Yeah, each country has big community.
Okay. Interesting.
Maybe in near future, Japanese community will be.
Yeah. I think quite interesting as well. Wait, so I'm curious. So one thing I've learned through my many years of living in Japan is that I find that for Japanese people in general, I mean they value privacy, right? And I think that's probably one thing that Telegram and also maybe app like Twitter or X, now called X, that actually give a lot of people the privacy they want. So I think that's also one reason why many people don't use like Facebook or LinkedIn in Japan here, because it's like somehow it feel like too public. No, I mean I think this is my take
I
on
think
that.
so.
So maybe that's why it's getting more and more popular.
Yeah, definitely. So I think Japanese people is kind of shy, so they don't want to open their information about themselves. So that is why I think it's a fit to Japanese people. I mean, that Telegram.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so I guess we see more and more like more and more growth in the near future, right? Yeah, I think you said that we're planning to hire or some like people to help run. What sort of position would you be like needing for TON Japan?
Actually, I'm not sure right now. So, but maybe business development. So,
I see.
yeah, actually, when I received like a request or question, I always answer that question. So, but it's quite a lot. So
I see.
it's almost hard to answer. So sometimes I cannot reply for one project, maybe 1 day, 2 day.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not good. So I need to find a good person who can know, who know about the tone, who are familiar with tone, and who can speak English, who can understand Japanese culture. Yeah, probably I'm gonna hire BD, and that's it. BD.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that kind of makes sense, right? Helping on
Yeah.
board a lot of new companies. I mean, from one thing I've learned about a lot of the companies here in Japan, I'm sure that if you have like a dedicated sales or BD person, they'll be
Hmm.
much more happier, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
they like to have a person in charge, right? Or like a contact
Hmm.
window person, so
Yeah.
that they can always like call on or communicate to
Yeah.
about them. Cool. Actually, yeah, let's switch gear a bit. I'm curious about like the technical side of TON though, because for me, I'm
Hmm.
quite familiar with the EVM network and maybe many other
Hmm.
networks as well, but I don't think I have not read a lot into like the technical documents of TON. Or like,
Hmm.
I think you mentioned earlier, there's like two programming language right now that you use.
Yeah.
Can you share like what was the reason why like TON came out with that language for the developers and
Actually, I'm not sure about that part as well. So actually, I'm not that person. So, but actually, Tone was studied from Telegram. But currently, Telegram is not developing on Tone. So because they were give up to develop on Tone because SEC was
oh,
rejected their token. So the reason that Telegram give their source to the Tone ecosystem.
I see. What year was this, by the way? What year was this when this happened? When they gave away?
Telegram was launched Ton token
Hmm.
around 2017 or 18.
Okay.
In the 2020, SEC said it's a legal token, so we cannot allow to list this token
Hmm.
in the United States.
I
So the
see.
reasons why Telegram was giving up to develop on Ton. So, but there was already ecosystem, the community. So they decided to develop as a community. So with the contributors, the reason why they renamed Telegram Open Network to the Open Network. Yeah, I think Telegram was using Tact and FunC. The reasons why we are using these programming language, but I'm not sure. So maybe it's more good to develop for privacy part, but I'm not sure.
I see. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. Maybe this is something for my homework
Yeah,
for me to
yeah.
check into in the
So
future. Yeah.
I'm gonna check with the development team as well.
I
Yeah.
see. Interesting. Okay. So, well, I mean, I guess it's similar to any other Web3 organization. Is TON
Mhm.
Foundation, are they mainly concentrated in a country or is this team like spread out all over the globe?
Normally, a lot of our team of Tom Foundation are based in UAE, I think,
I see.
but it's kind of decentralized. There is like Europe, the United States, Africa, so, Japan, Asia, something like this. But mainly, there are a lot of core member based in Dubai. Yeah.
Nice. Interesting. Cool. So we in the future we will see like I don't know maybe some mini apps that are developed by the local community here in Japan and maybe also maybe in the language
Yeah,
in Japanese
yeah.
also.
Definitely. Actually, there are a lot of company who are planning to build on Tone, and it's under discussion. So maybe in 3 or 4 months, they will launch their own application on Tone. So probably they will onboard Japanese user as a first step. So after that, so they're gonna expand to global. Yeah, maybe a few months. So
Okay.
please stay tuned. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm quite excited to see
Mm-hmm.
what the community might be building. Be trying out a
Mm-hmm.
few of the new apps as well. Cool. So yeah, let's shift gear a little bit and maybe just talk about Web3 in general. So I'm curious. I guess in your opinion, where do you see Web3, and also where do you see like the TON heading in the future, maybe in the next few years or something?
Yeah. So about the future of tongues, currently a lot of user on the project is focusing on airdrop. For example, Hamster Kombat and Catizen, so they could acquire user with the airdrop. So, but in the future, so we are planning to onboard a daily use project. For example, payment function, payment application, a reservation application. Maybe we can book the restaurant, we can book the hotel through the application on Tong. So maybe we can reserve the airplane ticket as well. Yeah, something like daily useful function. We want to onboard on Tong, and if we can onboard them, so it's gonna be like a super app. Telegram will be super app. And it's Telegram can get biggest Web3 ecosystem in one app, and it's gonna be the gateway for Web3. So entering the Web3. So it's a future plan of Ton, I think. So and if I hope that kind of future as well. So about the Web3 future, I think if we can expand Web3 ecosystem all over the world, we can support a lot of people who cannot get a bank account, who cannot get a job, something like this. For example, all users can manage their own asset in the decentralized wallet, and maybe they can borrow the crypto, they can receive the crypto from the wallet. So if they cannot use a bank account, so and there is truly like a DAO, any other project, so they can get revenue. So maybe Axie Infinity already one of the success project. So if they can get a high score, they can get a lot of token. So and they can buy some food or water, something like this. Yeah, it's a really good way. So because I was studying social business, so how to improve the life, how can I say that? Life experience or something like this. I'm watching the future of Web3 is like a kind of peaceful world. Yeah, it's really similar with the Ethereum Foundation's, how can I say that? Document. So if you went to the website of Ethereum Foundation and if you watch the video from the CEO of Telegram and the Tong Foundation, so you can understand my opinion. So it's really similar with them. And also it's similar with the opinion from Yunus Muhammad from Grameen Bank as well. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I think what you said is actually really interesting. You know, how if Telegram will plan to be a super app, right? Where I guess its simple definition, super app is like an app where people just do everything, right? They do like you said, you do the payment, you do reservation, you even maybe book a taxi or whatever. You order food,
definitely.
right? Yeah, that's kind of like the Uber, Grab super app in the future. Yeah, I think I can probably see that. I guess one of the particular challenge, I'm wondering how they plan to solve that. You know, like how we have fiat on ramp and off ramp, right? And not many places do mainly just accept fiat, right? So it's not like you can just completely pay for everything in crypto yet.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll be one of the challenge that I guess would need to be solved in the future, right? So I feel like so either the Web3 payers like off ramp to fiat, or the Web2 business begin accepting crypto, right? So like they just on ramp themselves. Yeah. So I mean that's I guess that's the two ways that I see it. I'm not sure which one will go. Yeah, but super app is very exciting though. Yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and like you said, for Web3, I think support people cannot get bank account and job. Yeah, I feel like I'm not so sure about that part, to be honest. I feel like maybe some people can get jobs in Web3 being anonymous, right? But I guess
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you do Web2 job though, I'm pretty sure that you need to like dox yourself, right? Or like identify yourself, right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know. It's just my own opinion. I feel like, I'm not sure how Web3 can help people get more Web2 job. I mean, Web3 can help you get a Web3 job. That's for sure. I
yeah, yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that.
So, for example, if they cannot understand the language, they can like similar, maybe not job. So, for example, if they play a game, they can earn the revenue. So,
Yeah.
I'm calling that kind of
Okay.
playing game also job. Yeah,
I see. Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense. Okay, then in that sense, then yes, and I can see
yeah,
that. Yeah. Play to earn. Yeah. You're
yeah,
right. I think back in like the what, like 3-4 years ago when Axie Infinity was at the peak, right? People were just earning. I think they could make a living, right? Just playing Axie
yeah, yeah,
Infinity.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe now that we see people with the tap to earn game on Telegram, right?
Hmm.
Tap.
Yeah,
You
tap,
tap
tap, tap.
enough that you tap enough that maybe you can, I don't know, have enough to buy your lunch or your dinner.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how much people can earn naturally. I'm quite curious about that. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
I'm not sure as well.
yeah, exactly. But anyway, for me, I'm more into Web3 for the technology. What are some of
Hmm.
the interesting use cases that Web3 can help to solve for people, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, on that. But anyway, so and then I guess another very important question here. So I guess like what can we do as builders and evangelists of Web3? What can we do to help onboard 1 billion people into Web3?
Yes, it's a good question, I think. So, yeah, so as a founder of TON Japan, so I'm gonna educate a lot of users. So what is Web3? So this is Web3. So you can enter Web3 industry through the Telegram and this application. So please try to play this application so you can understand what is Web3. And sometimes I'm holding the event. So I think event also a good example. So if someone who don't know about Web3, they can communicate with the person who from Web3 industry. So I think it's a good way to learn about Web3. And also one thing, so one biggest thing is we should onboard like a traditional company into Web3. So they already have a big user pool, so who don't know about Web3. So if we can onboard these company, we can bring these user also into Web3. So this is the one thing. So and already a lot of Japanese company are planning to enter the Web3 industry. So not just for on TON, so on the other blockchain as well. So yeah, if we can complete this process, definitely we can onboard a lot more user into Web3. And there will be a lot of gateway to enter Web3 industry. So, and I hope Tom will be the biggest gateway. So yeah, this is my opinion to onboard a lot of user into Web3. We need to onboard the traditional company as a first step.
Yeah, I think makes sense. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? I mean, if they already have a lot of existing user, and Ton provide an easy way to onboard in Web3. If you combine those two, right, then we have more
Yeah,
user in Web3. Makes
definitely.
sense. Cool. Yeah, thanks for
Mhm.
sharing that. Okay, just 2 more questions before we close out the
Yep,
show here. One is that, do
sure.
you have any advice for people who want to build their own Web3 community? So, as you and I, we both know that community is like very important in Web3, right? So do you have
Mhm.
any advice for people who are like maybe looking to build their own community from scratch, from zero?
Yeah. In my opinion, so if you want to build your own community, so maybe you should learn about one specific part. For example, from my opinion, so from my experience, so I was learn a lot about Tom, and I was reaching to the global Tom core team. So the reason that I could creating the Japanese Tom community. So maybe if you want to create a Ethereum community, you need to be a specialist of Ethereum. So if you're gonna be the specialist of Ethereum, you can educate, you can teach, you can tell about Ethereum, and you can create a community. Yeah, something like this. So if you want to create a community, so you need to learn a lot about the specific part. So, and if you want to create a community as your project, maybe it's way good way to enter TON ecosystem. So in the TON ecosystem, there are a lot of users, and if you could good marketing, so you can create a definitely big community. Yeah, this is my opinion. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I think completely makes sense. I mean, if you need to definitely know about the area where you're building community in, right? Yeah, but I think the second point you raised is quite valid. I mean, since Ton already or Telegram already has a huge network of user, maybe if you can build something on there and then try to get the user and then build community from the inside out. Yeah, I think that also would work.
Yeah.
Cool. So final question, where can people follow you? Feel free to share any public handles or username where you want people to follow you and your company or your organization.
Yeah, please follow the account of TON Japan and my Twitter account, so X account. So my Twitter handle is Aru_Web3, and about a TON Japan account, TON_JP_org. So please follow these accounts, and sometimes I'm announcing some good events, so some big announcement from Japanese company, Japanese industry. Yeah, it's in Japanese, but if you cannot understand, so please sending me a message so I can introduce in English.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I'll make sure to put all the links for the handles and website in the show note here so that people can
Thanks so
follow.
much.
Yeah, for sure. And then once again, Aru, thanks for joining the show today. It's been really fun learning about the open network ecosystem and also about what TON Japan is doing and what sort of new things might be coming up in the future. So I mean, we look forward to a lot of the new activities and events from TON Japan. So thank you again.
Yeah, thanks so much. It was a great meeting.
Awesome.
Great talking.
And we're back to my studio. What do you guys think about this episode with Aru Sasaki, founder of TON Japan? If you think Telegram, with its existing user base of over 950 million, will be one of the cornerstone platform for Web3, let us know in the comment below. If you don't think that Telegram will be an important platform, also let us know in your comment below as well. For the next episode, we'll be talking to Bojan Nazdov. He's my former classmate, and now a startup founder and CEO of Lambda Group. Lambda Group is a technology partner to startups and corporations in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. If you enjoyed this episode, please give a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.